Alright guys, welcome to my show. Unscripted, of course, and it's been a couple of days I have done one. It's gonna be short and sweet because I got shit to do. But yeah, we're gonna talk about, we have different topics, 3 that I'm trying, I want to get to. One of them is the Muslims and Sharia law bullshit in Texas. Like I said, I've been getting DMs and all kinds of shit. Like if I had the power to stop those motherfuckers from building, I mean, the thing is, look, if it's legal, I mean, what are you so worried about? I mean, if it's illegal, of course there's going to be problems, and it should be investigated, right? I mean, if you don't like a certain group of people, having their own community, then I don't know. But I mean, Sharia law is not going to happen in Texas. There's a lot of people that are fucking fear porning, I guess, or making it seem like we're being taken over by fucking Muslims in Texas. I'll tell you one thing. What I've seen being taken over is, are fucking Indians, from India. I've seen a bunch of those motherfuckers. If you want to be honest, right? If you want to be honest, I mean, let's go. Since y'all want to be, get into the, ethnic or racial groups, whatever. But yeah, I mean, my concern is more, is what is killing Texans, what's killing Americans, which are, the Chinese and Mexican cartels that are, bringing the fentanyl. How about that? How about being a little bit concerned about that than a fucking Muslims community in some shit land in the rural area or whatever, I mean, all these big major cities in Texas, not including a couple, are controlled by Democrats. Sadly, of course, Austin, Houston, Dallas. They're shitholes and they're controlled by Democrats, right? So, I mean, I'm just tired of being fucking always about Muslims and fighting terrorists in the Middle fucking East. How about North America? How about North America for a fucking change, right? How about in the homeland over here, maybe some drones fucking attacking in Mexico, right? That would be a little bit productive, but apparently, that drug black money is pretty, it's too tempting to stop all that shit, right? So, it is what it is. I'm just sharing my perspectives, my opinions, and I'm not sharing top secret information or whatever. So I'm not sharing no top secret information. My opinions, my perspectives, real talk, and what I've seen so far. You don't have to agree with me. I mean, hell, a lot of people don't agree with me, and I get muted or unfollowed or blocked, whatever. I don't give a fuck. Like I said, I'm not on X to make money, I'm there to share information and my content that I make, videos or whatnot, So, again, I don't see Sharia law happening in Texas. I would be more concerned with all the fucking deaths that the enemy is bringing over here. Even though Trump has secured the border, right? It's still happening because there's corrupt border patrol. Yes, I had to say it. Fuck. I mean, it's not a secret thing, you know. There's corrupt everything out there, you know, and it's, you know, there's things that you know, money buys, right? I mean, let's be realistic, right? I mean, I'm not in the, you know, in the business of telling bullshit lies if I don't, you know, if I'm not 100% sure that it is, you know, happening out there, right? So, I mean, the Sharia law stuff, again, Abbott has already been clear about it. It's illegal in Texas, right? Everybody, all these entities have to fight or have to follow the Texas law, you know. Now that if they're doing shit illegally or whatever, then of course, you know, go for it, you know, investigate them. Fucking throw ice at them if they're illegal or doing some shit that they're not supposed to, you know. I'm all for that, right? But I mean, I'm not in the fear that it's gonna happen or whatever, you know, and hyping and shit. Of course, we know the rhinos are in charge or you know, maybe behind it or whatever, supporting that dumb shit. But I mean, I'm not gonna waste my time on it. I mean, I have no power to change anything. So, you know, so another thing is, like, you know, I don't care for Muslim stuff, you know. The only good thing that I know is that they are anti-gay and they're anti-trans and all that gay shit, you know. They're pretty against it, you know, which is a plus. Is it? Maybe so. I mean, maybe it hurts you because you have some gay family member or whatever the fuck, right? So, I told you I hurt feelings, guys. So if you're gonna join me, don't expect to not get, you know, offended in some way, shape, or form, right? But I'm telling you the truth. I mean, it hurts, but I'm not out there like these motherfuckers on eggs that are, you know, making you feel good and sweet talking to you, and, you know, like the motherfuckers on the news media, whatever, you know, just gaslighting y'all and you know, being facile, you know. But yeah, that's the topic of Sharia law. I don't see it happening, you know. Like I said, there's more problems that are more concerning to me than that, right? And I also think that, you know, there's even without, you know, the laws or whatever, if it started to happen that people are being, you know, enslaved or whatever, that shit would be stopped. You wouldn't, the Texans, they wouldn't fucking need approval of the law or the governor. They would stop that themselves, you know, because we are armed and, you know, we're not going to put up with that shit. So, okay, moving on. We're going to go to the other topic that I'm going to talk about. And it's, you know, I want to be clear about this because a lot of people are like, they don't believe it or they don't want to believe it. But depopulation operations are been going on for decades, guys. The globalists don't like a lot of people in the world or whatever, you know. They have all kinds of depopulation operations going on. It is, you know, it could be the gay agenda, right? We're not procreating, you know. It could be the vaccines, you know, where there's side effects and you can slow kill, you know, be slow killed. You know, it is, there are a lot of operations going on with that, right? And they even said it, you know. Bill Gates has said it quite a bit, and it's happening. So it's not a secret, right? I'm not sharing top secret information, you know. I'm just sharing my perspectives on the dumb shit that is happening, you know. I also want to tell y'all that in a sense we are, you know, fighting evil. It's a spiritual war, you know. Even though there's some fucking atheists out there that doesn't believe in this stuff, you know. But I mean, look, I'm gonna be a little bit direct. Well, I'm always direct. Fuck it. The reason why the leftists are so obsessed with abortions and killing the babies is because they don't want souls to come back to Earth. They want to trap them. They want to keep them in from coming back. You can call it reincarnation or whatever, but souls, they need bodies, right? Their energy, they need bodies. So what are these Democrats, demonic motherfuckers doing? They're killing the baby so this soul can not have a body, they're also doing it because they want profit in the stem cells and all kinds of sick shit they do, with the baby parts, right? So I mean, like I said, it's nothing new. It's nothing top secret I'm sharing you with. I'm just telling you that from my perspectives and my spiritual knowledge is what I'm being told. They're being trapped. These souls are being trapped because they don't have bodies to come back into the world because the fucking Democrats are killing all the babies in their blue cities, so that is also part of the population, right? They want to fucking kill as many humans as possible. And we know who hates the human race, right? They're father of lies, right? So, I mean, it all adds up at the end. You can agree or you cannot, or you can disagree with me. I don't give a fuck. I'm just telling you what I am feeling, or what I tend to believe, right? It's not something that a lot of people want to know out there, because it is a sensitive topic, right? A lot of women have miscarriages or whatnot, or because they have health issues, they have to abort, I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about people that think abortions is like a condom, or if it happens, oh yeah, it's like going to get a fucking haircut and just aborting the baby, Those are the motherfuckers that are doing it. And let me tell you something, guys. Once you kill an innocent, pure baby, an innocence, you're done. You are done. You are going to have depression. You're going to fucking have bad luck. You are an enemy of God and you will suffer. And a lot of people do. They fucking go living and have all kinds of problems. And, eventually, they off themselves, or they're fucking medicated with depression pills or whatever because they killed that innocent baby. So it is something that a lot of people, it is controversial and everything, which I am. I am a controversial person, so I do offend, but I do tell the truth, or my truth, and it offends people. But all right, let's go to the third topic. The uniparty. Is it still not obvious that it is a uniparty out there? I mean, come on. You have to be a retard not to see it, how it manifests, with a lot of these Republicans voting with Democrats. It is so obvious to us truthers that it's happening, right? So I mean, in a sense, I believe that a lot of these politicians that are voted in do become compromised at some point, or they are offered so much money they can't refuse, right? It's a thing that has been happening since the Edgar J. Hoover days, if you really want to get into history about it. So they have their ways, and it's like the cartel with Pablo Escobar. You can either take the money or you're going to take the lead, right? So a lot of people don't have don't really have a choice, So, it is what it is. something that I believe is happening still. You know, when these politicians go to private parties, maybe they have their own little freak off like P Diddy out there, right? And are you know, game videos and whatnot, and then they blackmail them with. So it's nothing that is out there and not believable to a lot of people, you know. So I'm just putting it out there for the people to understand, you know, that you can vote all the fucking Republicans you want in, but they, as soon, or maybe in the future, they become compromised, you know, and they become rhinos, you know, and they become, you know, you know, voting with the Democrats over the you know, they become, you know, like I said, rhinos. So I mean, it's not something that is new, right? It's been happening. And so the only thing that I can say about that is if it would take a major event for all that shit to be cleared up, and a lot of Americans don't have the stomach for it. So we're gonna have to go through a major event till we reset the government and have people that actually are working for the people instead of fucking, you know, becoming politicians, and then, you know, out of that, you know, they become fucking millionaires when they're leaving or retire, you know. So it is happening, you know. They become rich, becoming politicians, and then you let them they have all kinds of benefits.